Is Donald Trump listening to my commentaries? I just today posted my first comments about how the Republicans are planning to rig the elections. And the first thing I mentioned after gerrymandering was mail-in voting. I said that they would try to make it harder to vote by ending or severely restricting mail-in voting. Well, as if on cue, Donald today pledged to end mail-in voting, calling it a fraud, and said he would sign an executive order to help bring honesty to the 2026 midterm elections. He could have at least waited a day after my commentary. Remember, the formula for interpreting Trump: always read the opposite of what he says to get at the truth. It's an old dictator trick that Joseph Goebbels used very effectively on behalf of Adolf Hitler. Also, I might add, it shows that obviously the Don is afraid of my wisdom and logic. It seems pretty clear to me. The clearly worried Trump wrote this on his Truth Social. He said, all caps of course, "The mail-in ballot hoax using voting machines that are a complete and total disaster must end now!" Exclamation point, and a whole bunch of those. And as almost an SNL laugh line, he also said that Trump, Putin I should say, agreed with him. This is almost a layup for Gavin Newsom. To be clear, there is no evidence, none, that exists, concluding that mail-in voting is a fraud. As a matter of fact, the 2020 elections, which Trump lost, had the highest turnout in history. It was also found to be the fairest in history. But as I said, Trump lost. The Republicans are right that mail-in voting makes it easier to vote. That's the point. And Republicans don't want that. They don't want disabled people and old people to vote. They think they might vote for Democrats. They want to make voting as inconvenient and hard as possible, assuming, correctly I think, that will keep a lot of Democrats at home. But not this year. Not this year, Repubs. Not in our country. Dictators like Putin and you, Mr. Trump, would prefer no one got to vote. They hate democracy. But we're on to you this time, and we're ready to fight like hell to save our democracy.